Let's hand things over now to Broward County Emergency Operations Center and Mayor Barbara Sharif.
Broward County under a storm surge warning. A warning means that these conditions are expected within 36 hours. Municipalities included in the storm surge warning are Fort Lauderdale, Hallandale Beach, Pompano Beach, Deerfield Beach, and Hollywood. A storm surge of 5 to 8 feet is expected in these areas. Irma is now a Category 4, but make no mistake, we are in a serious situation with this very dangerous and damaging storm. This storm is larger than any we have faced, including Andrew and Wilma. We expect worsening weather conditions beginning tonight, with the arrival of tropical storm force winds early Saturday morning. All your personal preparation should be complete by the time you go to bed tonight. All loose outdoor objects should be secured and brought indoors. The weather will worsen throughout the day on Saturday, with the worst conditions from late Saturday evening through Sunday evening. The National Weather Service expects Irma to bring 10 to 15 inches of rain with the risk of tornadoes. The first squalls to hit our area will be gusty impacts, and they will include structural damage to homes and buildings. There may be total destruction of mobile homes, downed trees, flooding near the shore, and flooding of escape routes and secondary roads. Our flood control systems may be compromised. Your county government and local municipal governments, along with numerous community partners, are collaborating and coordinating to ensure that all possible protective actions are taken. Many resources have been pre-positioned for a swift recovery response once the storm has passed. All areas east of Federal Highway, including the barrier island, are under a mandatory evacuation. The bridges will go into a lockdown position starting at noon today to assist vehicular traffic. There are 14 shelters open, and additional shelters are opening as needed at this time. There are 3,595 individuals in shelters that have a capacity of more than 12,000. The Pompano Beach High School shelter is full. The Millennium Challenger School pet-friendly shelter is full. We are in the process of identifying and preparing a second pet-friendly shelter. An announcement will be made as soon as residents can come to that shelter. Open shelter locations are posted on our website at broward.org/hurricane. By order of the governor, all schools in Florida are closed on Monday, September the 11th. This storm will result in an extended recovery effort. If you have not already done so, please go to our website and print off the 4 home damage assessment photos or download the damage assessment app so that you can report your damage in the immediate aftermath of the storm. This will help us quickly determine the extent of damages. Please take photographs of the inside and outside of your home before and after the storm to assist with insurance reports and claims. If you believe you qualify for special needs shelter services and are not already registered, you are running out of time, especially if you need transportation to the shelter. If you call 311 before 5 p.m. or 954-831-4000, you will be contacted and picked up for transportation by midnight. Please do not trim trees and vegetation now. The Broward County landfill at the corner of Sheridan Street and US 27 in Pembroke Pines is open today until 6 p.m. for you to get rid of these vegetative and yard waste and construction demolition waste or bulk waste you may have already accumulated. Do not trim trees as they become projectiles during these storms. For all waste management residential and commercial customers, there will be no garbage recycling, yard waste, or bulk collection service after 1 p.m. today. Watch broward.org/hurricane for updates on when these facilities will reopen post-storm cleanup. FPL's outage and restoration information is available by calling 1-800-4-OUTAGE or 1-800-468-8888. 8243. This number may also be used to report down power lines. The last flight is expected to depart Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport at 7:45 p.m. tonight. There are 76 delayed flights and 276 cancellations reported as of this morning. The airport garages are full. The value parking lot is closed, but honoring previously made reservations. If you are traveling, please check with your airline or cruise line for an up-to-date information. Do not plan to park in the garages. The airport will be closed on Saturday and Sunday. Port Everglades is at a condition Yankee, which means that gale force winds are expected within 24 hours. The port is closed to inbound ships. Fuel deliveries continued through the evening, and trucks will continue to make deliveries throughout today. All ships have left the port. Cargo terminals have ceased operations that are not associated with hurricane preparedness. Broward County Transit is on a Saturday schedule through Friday. Express bus service will continue regular service until the arrival of tropical storm force winds. Routes 15, 23, 56, and 88 will remain on a weekday schedule, and bus service will stop at 1 a.m. Saturday. Paratransit is running a Saturday schedule today and will be closed on Saturday and until further notice. They have transported 897 residents to shelters, and another 400 are being scheduled as we speak. Please, I urge you, if you think you have special needs or you think you need transportation to a shelter, it is imperative that you call 954-831-4000 now. There may be a wait time. Please stay on the phone. We will get to you. The Broward County Emergency Hotline is open 24 hours, 7 days a week to answer your questions. In Broward, you can call 311 or 954-831-4000. We've assisted nearly 7,000 residents as of yesterday. If you want to join us at Twitter, you can go to Twitter at Ready Broward or subscribe to Broward County's new emergency alert notification system called Alert Broward. You can Facebook with us at Facebook at Broward EMD. You can sign up for all of these so that you can keep in touch with us throughout the storm. At this time, I am joined by my county commissioner colleagues, and as well as Juliet Rulak from FP&L, our Broward County Sheriff, Scott Israel, and our Congresswoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. At this time, I'm going to ask FPL to give you an update because power has been one of the issues that we've been asked about.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. As you've just heard, and we are all aware, we are under a hurricane warning. We implore you to take this very seriously, and the time is now to take action and last-minute preparations. FPL is also making last-minute preparations before we have to all hunker down and take care of ourselves for this storm. FPL has a restoration workforce of more than 11,000 employees and contractors, and we are pre-positioning this army of primarily line and vegetation workers across the state in areas anticipated to be hardest hit so that they're ready to respond safely as soon as the storm has subsided. While the path of the storm continues to go forward, as you know, come directly across up the state, we expect that there will be a direct hit in this area. Should our worst fears be realized, the windstorm surge and rainfall will likely be felt throughout FPL's entire service territory. With a storm of this magnitude and intensity, our crews will likely have to completely rebuild parts of our system. With that, restoring power and rebuilding the system will result in prolonged repairs and restoration of power. Rebuilding could last more than weeks, as much as weeks, rather. No matter how extensive the damage, you have our full commitment that we will work around the clock to restore your power. We have been extremely aggressive in our tree trimming and vegetation management program. However, We have a lot of trees in the area, and trees will be a concern for us with damaging our system. Because of that, we expect that there will be a lot of trees causing major power outages as well. As you heard the mayor indicate, please do not continue to trim any trees despite this risk, because that will also complicate the storm repair and recovery. We are doing all that we can do at FPL, but we implore you that there are things that you can do for your safety as well. Prepare to be without power for an extended period and keep a battery-operated radio on hand. Record your FPL account number in a location that will be readily available. That will allow for prompter service and response. The number that was provided, 1-800-468-8243, is the best way to reach us, as well, of course, as www.fpl.com. If someone in your home is dependent on electric-powered, life-sustaining medical equipment, please review your family emergency plan for backup power or make arrangements to relocate them as we are now under storm warning watch. Adjust your refrigerators. These are practical suggestions. Please adjust your refrigerators and freezers to their coolest temp settings at this time to keep food fresher longer in the event of a power outage. Do not, please do not venture out into the dark or after the storm when there is standing water or approach any downed power lines. This is a significant risk for you. And again, if you want any other tips that are storm-related or electricity-related, please visit fpl.com. Thank you, and Godspeed during this storm.
And now we'll have our Broward County Sheriff, Scott Israel, for remarks.
Thank you, Mayor. Broward County, this is the time where families, individuals, we need to remain calm, patient, work together with each other. This storm, without a doubt, is going to punch Broward County. There'll be homes, property that is absolutely devastated. We know that. I can't predict or control the storm. But as a county, let's set a goal of no deaths. Let's practice the things we've learned. Some of the things I want to go over here today are pick up a room in your home with no windows. When those hurricane-force winds come, bring your family into the home where windows can't get shattered. Make that your safe haven. If you have to be driving during tropical storm winds or hurricane-force winds, although I don't know why you would be out during that time, treat every traffic light like a stop sign, like a four-way stop. Don't assume that the lights are working. Stop at each light, look each way, and then continue on. That's very important. We don't want any traffic crashes that result in major injuries or deaths. I want to thank the men and women in public safety throughout Broward County, our firefighters, our detention deputies, our road patrol deputies, our police officers. Thank you for everything you've done these past few weeks, everything you do today, and everything you do tomorrow to bring safety back to Broward County. We will endure. The race doesn't go to the swift or the strong, but he or she who endures. We will endure this storm, and we will recover. But let's get together as a community, practice sound judgment, make wise decisions, and let's set a goal of no deaths. Thank you.